Welcome back again to the channel, and here is another instant post-game reaction. What I thought was going to be a kind of a boring game kind of turned out to be nothing more than a regulation win for Arsenal. 2-1 to the Arsenal. And we've got a lot of talking points after this music intro. Yeah, so welcome back again to the channel. Another post-game instant reaction. Trying to get myself comfortable here. Yes, Arsenal eventually overcame some kind of resistance, if you could call it that. Nottingham Forest kind of woke up in the last 10 minutes. 10 minutes of the game. There was no urgency. No urgency at all for a team that's in the wrong end of the Premier League. I would have expected a lot more gusto, a lot more fight, resistance. Too little, too late. I sound like a Nottingham Forest supporter. I'm not. I support Arsenal. Anyhow, as usual, where we start at the first point where this was the starting 11. Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko. I'll get to him in a second. Declan Rice, Smith Rowe. I'll get to him in a moment. Odegaard, Saka. I'll get to him in a moment. Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. I'll get to him in a moment as well. So that was, or this was the starting 11 over here. Just a couple of surprises for me, to be honest. I was surprised to see Zinchenko. Was I really surprised to see him? Not really, because we don't have a left back, do we? We don't have a left back. And you see what he brings. I mean, he brings a lot of attacking sense and progression with the ball, doesn't he? Not great going backwards. But playing against a Nottingham Forest team that literally came with abundance of trying to defend, gave him a passport to roam, in the final third. I could probably say that, but it wasn't his best game, really. There was some crossing that he could have probably done a little bit better. But Zinchenko, you know what Zinchenko brings? He brings Zinchenko play. Yeah. I was kind of surprised, actually, but then again, we don't have a left back. The other player that kind of raised my eyebrow very, very slowly was Smith Rowe. I was surprised to see Emil Smith Rowe. Literally, I think he played right until the end, didn't he? Really, really good to see the youngster get a lot of minutes. Maybe Mikel Arteta does listen to Cannon 4 TV, but really good to see Smith Rowe. I thought he played quite well. He looked a little bit leggy towards the end, but yeah. Kai Havertz, watch out, man. So well done to Smith Rowe. Maybe it's well done to, I guess, the gaffer for that. And Gabriel Jesus. Now, Gabriel Jesus, for me, was getting to a point where I was thinking, oh, my goodness. You're showing a lot of puff. Again, he does wonderful stuff, defending in the midfield and then attacking. I thought, don't get frustrated. Just keep on at it, and your moment will come. His moment came. He thrashed at the ball. He thrashed at the ball and it hit the post. I thought, no, here we go. Here we go again. But he eventually got the goal, didn't he? And I tell you what, oh my, Tina Turner, he would have been at fault. Well, he was at fault for the first goal. From this acute angle, the goalkeeper should not have been beaten. Should not have been beaten. Nutmegged. From this angle? Come on, Matt Turner. I'm happy that we sold him. I'm happy. So that goal came on a 65th minute. I mean, from what I saw, I didn't see the majority of the first half because I had some relatives come over. It was like, I don't know. I thought it was going to be one of those games where Arsenal were going to have, an abundance of opportunities, and they wouldn't capitalize on it. And again, for Nottingham Forest to be defending so much, you've got to show something up top. They left it too little, too late. Too little, too late to rally the troops and score that goal, I think, in the 89th minute. Too little, too late. But yeah, yeah. And then what happened? I think it was what happened? I forgot what happened now. Anyway, Bukayo Saka scored a goal, and boy, did the stadium give him a hard time. And the best answer when you're being given a hard time by the crowd is to score a goal. And he scored the goal not with his left foot, not with his head, but with his right foot, down low to Matt the Tina Turner's right. A well taken goal indeed. So at this point in time of recording this, this is how the table stands, and I imagine this is how it will stay because Aston Villa are losing 3-0 at home to Newcastle. So their home record, outstanding home record, will come to an end unless something miraculous happens. And this is how it ended, at least for Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. Yeah, the 89th minute goal to kind of rally the troops was just too little too late for Nottingham Forest. But it was, I don't know, Gabriel Jesus, scoring from that acute angle. Matt Tina Turner, you should not have been beaten from that angle at least. And then Bukayo Saka. Can I talk about man of the match? Man of the match. I don't know. I'm not sure. You can come in the live chat and tell me who you think was man of the match, because I'm struggling just a little bit. I couldn't tell you who the man of the match was. But the most important thing is 3 points are in the bag, and Arsenal like second place. Second place. Unless, again, something happens miraculously with Aston Villa, who are 3-0 down at home to Newcastle. There we go. So let's go into the live chat and see who has joined us on this one over here. And Patrick, good evening, Patrick. It's been a long time. It's been a long while. I hope you keep well. Say hello to your family from everyone on Cannon 4 TV, please, Patrick. Good evening. It's been a while. It has. And our moderator for this show, she's Hey Up Gooners. Yeah, not a bad win. But the thing is, I thought Forest didn't really come with anything much. Forest didn't come with much. The Spirit of Sandal did say, with Arsenal, we've got to make sure that we defend well and we attack well. It's going to be difficult, but I'm thinking, right. And I'm watching, let's say, the last 10 minutes of the first half and the majority of the second half. I was thinking, right, so Forest, when are you going to attack? Because they kept losing the ball, couldn't keep possession of the ball, inviting the pressure on. And I thought, right, so it's for Arsenal to put them to the sword. And Arsenal missed so many chances. So many chances. We didn't get to see Eddie Nketiah. But the most important thing is forget about the performance. The 3 points are in the bag. And yeah, the biggie is going to be Liverpool Sunday. 50-50 for you. I'll say 70-30 for Liverpool. 70-30. To Hell and Lads, that's another point as well. When is Mikel Arteta gonna? I think for me, it's time that we do bench Kai Havertz. If you saw the Easter talk on Friday, I mean, Seema, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I mean, I thought I was trying to push her on certain questions, but what she did say during the show on Friday was, when you see Kai Havertz, you don't see it on the camera. He's always throwing up his arms. He doesn't bother to run for the ball. Do you know what? Emil Smith-Rowe, give him his time. Give him the opportunity. I mean, the guy just, glides across the pitch, always forward thinking. Always forward thinking. Maybe I'm sounding a bit biased, but I don't care. I'm just a bit tired, that's all. And what were they defending? I don't know. I was thinking, Forest, you need to go out and attack. Where was the urgency? Go out and attack. Anyway. And John the Geezer Gooner, who's in the house. It's the 3 points. That's all that matters. Yeah, confidence is building. That is all that matters. A little bit of I don't know. The performance wasn't great. There was some small intricate play between the players. I like that. But for me, I far rather have an Arsenal being direct. Go direct. Anyway, can't have it all my way, can I? We can't have it all our way, can we? Hoping to get a ticket for Luton in April, though. The ballot, pray for me. We'll be praying for you, man. And then some. Might even put in a word for you. No, I don't know anyone at Arsenal. Sorry. What else do we have here? Thanks for all that. Tell him. There you go. He says, Patrick, tickets. What? What's going on here? Sunday. My fave U2 song. All right, okay. U2. Not U2, but U2, the band. Patrick got offered a ticket for. You can keep that. Not interested. Yeah. All right. Oh. So yeah, again, coming to a live chat. It's going to be a short show. I am actually quite tired. I've got an early start tomorrow. I don't want to disturb the wife for an elongated or a long show. So come into the live chat. Let me know who was your man of the match. Who was your man of the match? And I can probably lead off from what you say to put as a latest poll question on YouTube. Who was your man of the match? Again, it wasn't the greatest of games, but the most important thing is we got the win. We got the win. Surely. 1-2. Is it 1? Do we say 1-2 or 2-1? 2-1 to the Arsenal. 2-1. Just thinking, Matt, Tina Turner, beaten from that acute angle. And your thoughts about this fella here, Emil Smith Rowe. Thank goodness he got a good run out. He got a lot of minutes under his belt there. Looked a little bit leggy towards the end of the game, but truth be told, I thought he played very, very well. Is he the contender for man of the match? A difficult one. For me, there were no outstanding performances. No outstanding performances. What I did realize, the Stadium were giving Bukayo Saka a bit of a hard time. And again, like I said at the top of the show, the best way to respond is to score a goal. And boy, it was a really good goal. Well taken. Not left foot, not header, right foot, down low to Tina Turner's right side. Good goal. A really good goal. Right, a few more comments. Oops. Actually, let me quickly go into... what am I doing? What am I doing? Behave, Alex. Behave. Right, okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let's go back into the live chat. Bless you and the fam. All go get some kit, mate. Yeah. I received some bad news about Mikar. It's been a long story, and that kind of flattened the mood for me, at least in the evening. Then surprise, I had my brother and sister come over and visit us for a little while with my sister's little dog as well, and I thought that kind of perked me up. But I'm actually tired, and I've got the heater on behind me, which is probably not going to make it even more easier for me. But listen. All right, so Jesus for you. Yeah, so glad that Emil Smith Rowe got a great start. Not a good start, a great start. And again, I didn't see the majority of the first half because I had my brother and my sister come. And from what I saw, it's a difficult one for me to pick because there wasn't, for me, any outstanding performances. I mean, you could probably say Bukayo Saka because he scored a goal, Gabriel Jesus because he scored a goal. He had a chance. He had a couple of chances. I don't know, Odegaard, Will Saliba. I don't know. Who do we go for? Who do we go? Much that's a killer. I know the thing. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know who I would probably go for. Anyway, let me mull over that. And meanwhile, let's look in our formerly the Twitter platform and see if there's been any questions or comments or anything there. Right. Okay, let's retweet that out, repost that out. And remove this. Yeah, come on. I don't know. Let me know. Who do you think was, man of the match? Nottingham Forest, they need to buck up their ideas because, again, there was no urgency at all. No urgency. I mean, I guess, the final third, they kept fluffing their lines. There was just no continuity. You're leaving it until the 89th minute to kind of wake up to the fact that you need to get 3 points or get something out from the game. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. Right. Whoops. What's happened there? Right. Because I've only had a couple of potential man or man of the match, I think I'll just do my own list because Uncle Alex is feeling tired. Right. Okay. Oops. Your man of the match versus Forest. Only one. Right. So let's go for Jesus. I put Rice. I don't know. Saka and Odegaard. I can't think of anybody else. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to put Emil Smith because we don't want him to go. There we go. I've done it. Go over and you can vote for your man of the match. Yes, Forest 1, Arsenal 2. Yeah. A ridiculous goal scored by Gabriel Jesus from an acute angle. Nutmegged Tina Turner. Ridiculous. And a really good goal on the break. That's what it was. It was on the break. And down to Tina Turner's right. There was he wasn't saving that. And Nottingham Forest left it too little, too late. In the 89th minute to wake up and say, oh, actually, yeah, we need to score a goal. Too little, too late. Right. Okay. Let's have a look here. Hoping Chelsea win now, but can't hold my breath. Yeah, not. I wouldn't hold out on that. Right. Let's just kind of check the scores. I know Aston Villa are still playing, I believe. Right. Aston Villa have pulled one goal back. There's probably 20 minutes to go. So Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 3. I can't see Aston Villa getting anything from that game. So here's some scores. If you don't want to listen, mute or leave the room. Crystal Palace 3, Sheffield United 2. That must have been a really good game. Luton 4, Brighton 0. Brighton. It might just be that Luton might just stay up. And my second favourite club, Fulham, drew 0-0 with Everton. And as you know, Forest lost 2-1 against the Arsenal. All right, there we go. Okay. Right. I'm going to go for just a couple more minutes and then we're just going to call it quits because I can see you watching me over here. There's 50 odd of you watching and not one of you have told me you're a man of the match. Ridiculous. All right. So Patrick and I are going to have a conversation then. What's your opinion on that the charges at Everton for us? I think I've said this on a previous show. For me, it looks like the FA are making an example of Everton. Really, I'm thinking, what about Man City? Yeah, I mean, the charges for Man City have been hovering over the club for the best part of 2 seasons. And who do you go after? Lonely Everton. So for me, it looks like that they've gone for the easier targets than Man City. Yeah, ridiculous. And that should have been resolved a long time ago. And now they've got this sustainability. I mean, I know literally this is from the English FA, whereas FFP is from UEFA. I understand that, but FFP for me doesn't mean anything. The sustainability, it should mean something, but that should have been something brought in a long time ago. And then nothing. I mean, I don't want to rant because it's supposed to be about the game that's just finished. Is when you've seen the amount of money swirling around in the Premier League, and you see some clubs, lower league, ground level, non-league football clubs who are struggling with the finances. I know teams these days need to hold on to their purse strings. All right, you don't want to overspend. All right, because I forget the club that's in some serious problem, and the owner brought the club and looked to sell the club, never paid the taxes. I can't remember the name of the club. I think it's is it Reading? I think it's Reading. I'm not sure. I think it might be Reading. But when you see that amount of money swirling around in the Premier League, it doesn't get filtered down to the non-league clubs. For me, is absolutely ridiculous. So for me, what I would do, I would have Premier League clubs responsible, because they can afford to do this. Premier League clubs responsible for at least two lower, maybe one non-league and one that's maybe a few leagues lower than the Champions League. So they're responsible for two lower league clubs because they can afford it. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But going back to the main point, Patrick, again, I think for me, they've just gone after Everton because they think, Everton actually just, slim pickings, easy target. No, go after Man City. You're saying there's all these over 100 charges. Why hasn't it been resolved? The rule or the law is you are innocent until proven guilty. Well, test it in court. Test it in court. There's my little rant. No smoke without fire. Tina Turner never turned up, man. I tell you what, Tina Turner, thank God we got rid of him. Oh my goodness. Turner, he can't be man of the match. Yep. Yeah, man, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, we'll see what happens with them, and yeah, and so that's it. We've come to an end. But before I do wrap up this one, I do want to look at the results and see where we are with the voting, at least with your man of the match. So I have put down Gabriel Jesus, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Odegaard, and Smith Rowe. And we have received nine votes. So tied on 0% of the votes, Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka. On 11% of the votes goes to Martin Odegaard. 22% of the votes say it's Smith Rowe. What's wrong with you? Sort yourselves out. And out in front, on 67% of the votes, it's Gabriel Jesus. That will change. It will change because I'll make sure it changes. I get all my family and friends to vote for Smith Rowe, 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 Smith Rowe. All right. Okay. All right, fair enough, people. Do you know what? I am out of here, and this is how it finished. Nottingham Forest show no real urgency at all. One, Arsenal kind of in the ascendancy, second place on 46 points, and Liverpool still out in front on 48 points. I think they have 2 games in hand, if memory serves me right. And a quick last check on the latest results so far. So Crystal Palace 3, Sheffield United 2. They're in injury time now. Aston Villa on 1 and Newcastle 3. That they will not get anything from that game there. They will not get anything. Aston Villa, that is. Thank you for that. A good night and God bless you all. Yeah, I'm heading to bed, man. I'm just tired. And this is how it finished, people. I also got the job done. I will be back tomorrow. Give you some more live news and maybe a more in-depth, if I ever do an in-depth post-game reaction. But I tell you what, I'm tired. I'm tired. I need to get a good cup of cocoa and go to bed. Anyhow, this has been Canon for the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.